Hey peeps, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about what you should get from VALOR, or rather if you should wait. Before we talk about VALOR, I want to talk about the Heroic Plus event that they brought out. Let's say you're doing 10 man only, and obviously 10 man drops a little bit less loot, and you got super unlucky and never got the bracers, or the Sinestra cloak, or something along the lines. You can easily farm it now when you do Heroic Plus, meaning you can just get basically every single item you want, besides weapons from the last bosses. But besides that, it's actually very helpful. So let's say, your bracers are really bad. You don't have to use your VALOR to buy the bracers, and you can do something else with it. That being said, the bracers are BOE, just like the boots were BOE in the last phase, and you can buy them off the auction house. They sim about like 80 DPS, 88 DPS better for me, so you obviously have to see how much gold you have and how high you value that 88 DPS. So if you value it high, you can buy it off the auction house alongside of your own VALOR pieces. Let's talk about the VALOR items. Obviously, it depends if your guild is going hardcore and racing, or if you're basically a chill guild that doesn't really care about it that much. If you're racing or going a little more hardcore, you probably want the immediate DPS gain. I'm gonna be recommending Relic plus Chest for it. Since both of these can be upgraded as well, this is obviously a really good item since you're not gonna be throwing it away. If you're going bracers, obviously, then you will basically throw them away once you get the Rhyolith bracers, because that boss is first of all really easy, and second of all drops haste spirit bracers, which are obviously our abyss. That being said, if you're more in a shield guild as an example, or your guild doesn't really care too much about it, you can not spend your VALOR. You can buy yourself the tier chest for a little bit of a DPS upgrade, and then you can save your VALOR for the second week and do Barret and Hold. See if you can get the hands or tier pants from Barret and Hold. If you don't, then you can wait for the third week, do it again, see if you get hands or pants, and if you don't get any of them, you can buy yourself the second tier piece, either hands or pants. And then after that, you can buy yourself the relic, and then you can buy yourself the third tier piece if you didn't get it in the fourth week from a Barret and Hold. And after that, it's honestly whatever. Like, if you know you're not gonna get the Shanox ring because you're fifth in line, you can get yourself a ring from VALOR. If you know from the neck, as an example, you're not gonna get the neck from the raid because you're super far in line, you can buy yourself the neck from VALOR. That's basically just a little more, it's a little upgrade that gets you over the time where you're not getting the raid drop basically. And the bracers are probably gonna be really cheap on the auction house by week 4 and 5, so probably not worth spending VALOR on them, and you can just buy them off the auction house. You can also buy them off the auction house now. You can buy yourself the tier chest, the relic, and the bracers off the auction house. The bracers simp, I think, about 80 DPS higher than the preset for tier 1, so it is a decent upgrade, but just so you know, you're most likely gonna be wasting your money, since obviously, the boss is really easy, Lord Rhyolith, so you're gonna be clapping that on heroic even in less good guilds, because the boss is just that easy. And the same goes for the neck. It drops a 391 neck with Spirit Mastery. That's also really decent. So obviously those are two items from a really easy boss that are better than the VALOR items. So you just gotta see what you get from the raid and obviously what you need. That being said, 10-man guilds obviously have a bit more struggle with loot because they get less. So maybe buying yourself a neck or the ring isn't even that bad of a call, depending on what obviously you get from the raid. Obviously, I would still buy the tier first because 2-piece is very important. Now, of course, the tier 12 relic sims about 120 DPS higher than the tier 11 relic. Now, if you got yourself the Molten Front daily relic, it's about 58, 56 DPS, which is obviously still a decent gain for a relic, but not as important, meaning you can hold out on the relic for another week and get yourself the 2-piece instead, which is gonna probably help you and your guild progress a little better than the relic DPS. Now, of course, if you're getting the shoulders from Major Domo because you got protectors to drop and you are lucky enough to get the item, that means you will already have the 2-piece from that as well. So you can then buy the relic instead, or you can buy yourself a ring or something. Our 4-piece isn't that strong. There's other options then to be had. That's everything for now. If you have any other questions about VALOR pieces or anything along the lines, put them in the comments. I'll gladly answer. And of course, if anyone else can answer the question as well, please help everyone out and, be nice to each other. I'll see you in the next video.